I started teaching, and then I left teaching, went to work for a publisher that published the yearbooks, and I went back to teaching, and I did that for a while, and then I just kind of decided I wanted to reinvent myself, sort of. And so I took a year off, which I'd never done before, and so just dabbled in a lot of different things. But I got a call from 2Care asking if I would do administrative work for them. 2Care is actually, the acronym is for Tuolumne County Alliance for Resources and Environment. And we do natural resource education. It's a nonprofit that is really concerned with making sure people know all that they can about the natural resources that surround us in Tuolumne County. And we are a resource-rich county. And so we have great opportunities for people, and we work with people all the way through kindergarten through 99 years old, we'll say. If they can move around, then we'll take them with us on tours. But they get to speak with, learn from resource managers at the resource sites. So 2Care just facilitates the meeting up of this, and then making sure that the public is informed as best they can be by the people who work with the resources every day. I love where I live. I love Tuolumne County. And I feel like, it is a passion with me to make sure people recognize the wealth of resources here, and what a blessing it is for us to have a place like this to live. I feel like it's like stepping back in time a little bit. Neighbors know each other. We have a community that when there's some kind of adversity that happens, whether it's environmentally or whether it's to someone just specifically, everybody comes out to support it. I've never known, I've visited other places, but I've never known or talked to anyone who lived in a community like ours where people are so willing to help. My dad was like that. My mom too, but I always, when I was a young mom, 2 little kids, no money, when my parents would go on vacation, they would take me with them and my kids. And whenever I'd come to visit them, they would say, "You want to go out to dinner?" And it was great because I was too poor to, go out to dinner at the time. And so it was awesome. And I always thought in my head that I would get an opportunity to repay my parents. I thought, I'll take care of them when they're old. I'll take them places. I'll do things with them. But my dad died very young. And so I realized I was never going to be able to pay him back. But I could pay it forward. And so I've always looked that if everybody did that, we would have an extremely wonderful, positive world that we live in. If everybody considered that every gesture that they did was in some way a payment to something that someone had done for them. I always think about Mother Teresa, and I don't know if most people know that she suffered from profound depression. And her response to that was, I have a conviction that I'm called to help others, and I cannot do that from my bedchamber, she said. And I've always thought about that. If we want to have a better place to live, if we want people around us to have comfort, then we shouldn't leave it to somebody else to do. We're called to help others. We can make somebody happier, and their life a little bit better. And I like that. It appeals to problem solving, my goal.
Yes, sir.